This is not ancient history. This is not fiction. This is the true story of how an entire civilization, hundreds of nations, was torn apart by European greed, gunpowder, and genocide. Before the British arrived in 1788, Australia was home to over 500 distinct Aboriginal nations, with over 250 languages and hundreds of dialects, each with its own culture, laws, and sacred connection to the land. Then came the British. They brought flags, diseases, and a legal lie, Terra Nullius, land belonging to no one. They declared the land empty, but it was not. What followed was one of the most devastating genocides in modern history, not with gas chambers, but with bullets, poison, fire, and silence. Between 1788 and the early 20th century, it's estimated that at least 100,000 Indigenous Australians were killed. But many historians argue the number could be much higher, potentially over 500,000, when accounting for unrecorded massacres and deaths from starvation and disease caused by displacement. Myall Creek Massacre, 1838, where 28 Aboriginal men, women, and children were brutally slaughtered by settlers with swords and rifles. Then their bodies burned to destroy evidence. Settlers poisoned water holes and handed out flour laced with strychnine or arsenic. Entire camps were wiped out in silence. No bullets, no witnesses. From the late 1800s to the 1970s, tens of thousands of Aboriginal children were forcibly removed from their families. This government-backed policy aimed to breed out the black, a cultural genocide masked as care. The true motive? Land, gold, wool, mining, agriculture. This continent was rich in untouched resources, and the First Nations stood in the way. So they were removed, erased, forgotten. Out of the over 500 Aboriginal nations, many were wiped out completely. Languages vanished, traditions lost, sacred sites desecrated. Some groups survived only in memory. But despite the slaughter, they survived. The culture, the spirit, the resistance, it lives on. Australia's first peoples are still here, and now the truth must be heard. Genocide denied is genocide continued. Learn, remember, speak the truth.